What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another video with your boy. Drop a like down below, because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. It is Taco Tuesday, so you already know it's gonna be a good one at Props Made Easy, man. That is the site I'm using. As always, propsmadeeasy.com. It's only $20 a month for the most amazing EV tools that are in the entire industry. $20. Anywhere else, you got to pay $50 plus for expected value tools like this. Definitely get locked in with Props Made Easy. It is the most self-explanatory, best option, especially if you're a newer level bettor or you're still trying to learn a good strategy. You're still in the beginning stages with a lowerish bankroll. Props Made Easy is going to obviously, by far, be the most obvious. Now, it's the best option for anyone, no matter what, even if you're a pro playing thousands a day. But it's also the best option for the newer bettors due to the filters that we have available at Props Made Easy. Just makes things so much more easy for everyone. So, and it really keeps you on those best plays. You know what I mean? It really filters out everything you don't need to be paying attention to and really gives you the plays that you really need in front of you. You feel what I'm saying? So in this video, I'm going to use the Sharp Safe filter at Props Made Easy. So I selected the main sports. Let's look at Sharp Safe. Actually, hold on, though. I need to look at DFS books first. Let's look at DFS books first. Boom, 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 boom. There's one Sharp Safe play on the board right now with Miles Turner over 1.5 three-pointers made at a 6.35 EV percent. Minus 159 of the consensus odds across 56 books. So again, to show up as sharp and safe using the filter on Props Made Easy, it needs to be 5% or higher EV, 30 or more books baked into the consensus, which it does, and then it needs to be minus 140 or higher among the sharp books only. When it comes to the DFS books, that's what it's looking at. Okay, when it comes to the DFS books. So that means Miles Turner not only has the 56 books with minus 159 average, but we also know when you look at just the sharp books as well, they're at least minus 140 or higher. Now, when you look at the regular books, when I select on, look at all the regular books, it's what shows is going to be minus 130, a minus 120 or higher. Okay, so 5% or higher EV, 30 or more books baked in the consensus, and minus 120 or higher. Why do we do that? Because we want you on plays that are already favored for the most consistency. That's where you will get the most consistency. So not only are you playing top EV and making good decisions, but they're all plays that are already favored to happen as well. So you're taking less risk than you would if you're playing a consistent plus 100 play. Now, are you going to make as much profit long term? No, but a lot of people need that slow and steady growth in their bankroll and can't take many losses throughout the month. The Sharp and Safe filter is the best option in the entire industry to have as little losses as you can take. Okay, it'll help you to lose less often and win more consistently while still playing plus EV and getting a good strategy going for you. Now, once you have a good bankroll, you can easily just switch over to high EV heat and play all the best options regardless if they're favored or not, because long term it's going to be more profitable that way. Once you have a bankroll that can sustain a little bit more losses throughout the month. But again, it doesn't matter how many losses you take. Remember that. You could get 10 wins and then like 18 losses in the span of a month. That doesn't mean you're not profitable. If you're playing plus EV, you're probably able to get some profit there. You feel what I'm saying? The record means nothing. If you're playing plus EV, you end up profitable long term. So don't worry about your win-loss record. That doesn't matter. Keep track of your profit margins. That's what you need to focus on. All right? All right, with that being said, there's no sharp and safe options for the DFS books at the moment. We will take a look real quick at just the options for the DFS books, like the high EV heat. See if there's any high EV heat at least. All right, high EV heat's going to show you 5% or higher EV, 30 or more books baked in the consensus, and show you where that is in the DFS books. OB Toppin over 7.5 points is at the top at a 6.47 EV. 47 books are baked into a minus 133 consensus, making it a 6.47, so I like that. Miles Turner, we already talked about him. Tyrese Halliburton, under 13.5 rebounds assists, is a 5.27 EV. 39 books baked into that 5.27 EV as well. And then last but not least, Darius Garland under 19.5 points at a 5.24 EV. 30 books baked into that 5.24 EV. So those are going to be your best DFS options for NBA. And then I need to re-update these sports so we can see among the best overall among all the sports. At the top is Framber Valdez, under 5.5 hits allowed, 7.06 EV, 34 books baked into that 7.06. Really like that spot there for Framber. Obi Toppin, we already talked about. Gleyber Torres, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs at a 5.95 EV. 30 books baked into the 5.95 EV there, so great spot there. As you can see, PME members are liking it. Chris Bubik, over 4.5 strikeouts on PrizePicks is a good one at a 5.84 EV. 43 books are baked into that consensus of -135, making it a 5.84. Love that spot. You can pair that up with the Framber Valdez under 5.5 hits allowed at 5.81 and have a good little PrizePicks slip there. Look, you got plenty of options on PrizePicks this morning. Jack Leader, over 5.5 strikeouts at a 5.58 EV. 41 books baked into the over at a 5.58. So amazing options on the board, man, overall. Now, you know what time it is. Let's look at the absolute best options that we have on the board. We're going to look at Sharp and Safe because I want to go the most consistent W's for y'all. The most consistent wins. At the top, we have Steven Kwan. Over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs today is on Profit X at -134. 9.96 EV due to consensus odds being -170 across 31 books. So it's checking every box we look for. Incredibly high EV. These are the type of plays we want. Straight bet that over on Profit X. Absolutely love that spot for Steven Kwan. All right. Not many people can play sports bet. So we're going to go to Steven Kwan here on NoVig as well at -139. Obviously, if you could get it at -134, you want that more than -139 just because the profit's going to be higher. They're both favored, so why not take the one that's got the more profit? Steven Kwan over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. So if you don't have Profit X and you want to get it on NoVig, you can. Good spot there. Lou Dort over 2.5 rebounds is favored at -130 on ESPN Bet. 7.92 EV, 52 books baked into that 7.92 EV. And again, for anybody brand new as well, EV is expected value. So what Props Made Easy is showing you is expected value over the long term on this bet. What value it expects you to make back, right? Sorry, it's early morning shit. I got phlegm and shit from my coffee, but it is what it is. Anyway, Lou Dort over 2.5 rebounds at -130 is a good bet on ESPN Bet. Cameron Meisner over 0.5 hits at -125 on NoVig. 7.7 EV, 38 books baked into that 7.7. Amazing spot there. John Beardy over 0.5 hits at -150. This is extremely high expected to happen on NoVig. 7.75 EV, 30 books baked into that -182. That makes it a 7.75. Amazing spots, man. We've got some really, really good bets available on the board. Moving over to the Game Center. Let's select all books. And let's select the main sports we're looking for. All right. Toronto Maple Leafs, under 0.5 first period team total. You can get at +125 on Bet365. 43 books have this averaged at +107, and you're getting it at +125. So really good spot there. Houston Astros, first inning money line three-way. I normally don't play first inning money lines, but if you want a long shot, there you go. Probably one of the safer options due to it already being favored is going to be the New York Mets first half money line three-way on DraftKings at -135. They are -159 across 51 books, so that gives them a 7.05. Probably my best bet I would go with for y'all. New York Mets first half money line three-way at -135 on DraftKings. All right, as we continue going down, there's plenty of solid options there, as you can see. But that's going to be the main bet today. New York Mets, first half money line three-way at -135. And I'm going to have them add those filters that we have. The Sharp and Safe, we're going to add Sharp and Safe to it. And the High EV Heat, add those on there so you guys can go ahead and find the best plays too when it comes to the game bets as well. Last night was a fantastic night. Majority of my bets hit. It was one of those nights where a lot of different bets just were nonstop, just smacking. Missed a few, obviously. That's going to happen when you play a large quantity, but it is what it is. But yeah, fantastic night, man. I added a couple of my bets over at greenlightdfs.com, which I'm definitely going to start doing. adding more bets daily on the Greenlight DFS page. So not only can you get the DFS optimal lineups at Greenlight DFS, but you can also get a few of my favorite bets or more. I would like to put at least like 5 a day. So I'm going to start trying to focus on getting about 5 bets a day on the sports pages. So on the MLB page, we'll have 5 bets there. NBA page, we'll have 5 bets there. And try to, consistently get some bets out for the Greenlight DFS family. Appreciate y'all as always, man. And join the Sharp Society. Trust me, join it. There's plenty of people who will immediately jump to trying to help you get your strategy right and help you make money, man. If you're in this to make money, you are in the right place. Just lock in. Props Made Easy is only $20 a month. Let's get it. I'm out. Peace.